All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Rebecca Cafiero. Welcome to our Monday business training call. This is a collaboration between myself and my dear friend, Brittany Cara, who is doing mom duty today with the kiddos. So it'll just be me, but we're going to keep this short and sweet, but we've got some really exciting stuff to share. So I was on the Isogenics Challenge or Championship Challenge cruise. Sorry, I'm outside. This past week. And it was wonderful. And we had a short training from corporate that was about some really exciting new things that are happening. And I want to unveil that to you now. But it's all about the bedtime belly buster, which if you've been in ISA for a while, you have probably already heard about this. But there's some things that are changing. And today's call is going to be about what to expect, about how to utilize this, and specifically doing challenges to grow your business massively and doing it ASAP, because we have free shipping this week. So there is no better time to take advantage of it. Okay, so first of all, what is this whole bedtime belly buster thing? So Isogenics found, they've been doing research over the past few years because a bunch of people within Isogenics created this thing called the bedtime belly buster. And so Isogenics, the last couple of years, spent some time doing research to check to see if it's really something that works, and it is. So they have all kinds of scientific data for those of you that love scientific data about how it works and what it is. So let's talk just a little bit about what it is and why it works. And then we'll get into the challenge and how you can utilize this challenge to grow your business and all the details. So basically the bedtime belly buster is ISA Pro. If you're a non-vegan, for those of us vegans, it's a couple of tablespoons or like a third of a packet of our dairy-free isolene shake, plus either fruits or greens, and doing that about 30 minutes to an hour before bed. And then right before bed, taking a few squirts of the sleep spray, which is got melatonin and some chamomile and peppermint. And that's basically it. And what they have found is that it helps the body go into a mode where it not just burns visceral fat, almost like cleansing, but really targets the stomach fat. So people will do it overnight, wake up with incredible results. And if it's done consistently, even more incredible results. But what if you're like, hey, I already have incredibly flat abs? That's great for you. It also works on the butt. So it's not just the bedtime belly buster, it's also the booty blaster. It's a lot of B's. The other thing is you can add into it Fiber Pro, you can add in Cleanse for Life. There's other things that can be added, but the core components of it are the ISA Pro and either the fruits and greens and the sleep spray. And I'm actually going to show you a little graphic. Isogenics has made these for us. It shows how the core components. So either vanilla or chocolate ISA Pro, or again, for us that are vegan, the dairy-free shakes, the sleep support and renewal, and the ISA fruits and greens. And then these are just some nice to haves, the daily essentials, Fiber Pro, ISA Omegas that can be added. Okay. So, and then it shows also, how do you actually utilize this? So basically you've got the scoop of ISA Pro, fruits and greens, shake, drink right before bed. Once in bed, your brain, either your brain boost, but definitely your sleep support. And then the options here. The exciting thing is it used to be that we had to put all these different things together. There was no pack for it. Well, as of tomorrow, April 24th, Isogenics is coming out with a BBB bundle, which means that you are going to be able to get an additional discount off of what you would normally spend when you add this to your cart, whether it's an auto ship or it's a new order, but it'll have an additional discount above and beyond what it normally did. Okay, so that's the second exciting thing. So everyone that wants to take advantage of this, there's little booklets that ISA has. You can download it in an ebook. There's scientific information. There's ways to post about this on social media. But now here's the challenge part. So running May 1st through May 30th, we're going to be running a 30-day challenge. Now, people don't have to do it for 30 days, but basically the idea is to do a 30-day system. And the first 11 days during your 11-day cleanse portion of that, you utilize the bedtime belly buster and booty blaster. We're just going to say the BBB, all right? And the other side of this is we're going to put all this in a private group. Now, why do this? Kelly Dickerhoff, who's one of ISA's #1 earner, I think she's the #1 or 2 income earner, which is a lot of money. She has been doing these private challenge groups. And the reason to do it separately from your product page is a couple of things. One is there's a lot of people maybe that aren't ready to start on like a full 30-day system, or maybe they're not ready to be in the product support group, but they just want to do something targeted. Or also it keeps the engagement really high for people that are just wanting to do this or really wanting to focus on it. So all the posts don't get lost with your normal product post questions, etc. So that's the reason we're doing little private groups, is the smaller the group, the higher the engagement. So I know Brittany's team will be running a group, I believe, double check with her if you're on her team. And my team will be running, oops, hold on. Someone needs to be muted. Oh, there we go. Okay. My team will be having a separate group as well. So stay tuned. When I post the recording in Elevate, I will post the link to the group, and I'll do a Facebook Live as well. And that group will have all kinds of information. It will have the shopping list that I just showed you. It will have a schedule. It will have before and afters that are already put in. And so that way, when you're out posting on social media about, hey guys, like I'm going to be part of this awesome challenge to really target my stomach area, to target my booty, and people are interested, you can add them into that group. So it's a little bit more targeted than your normal group. Good? All right. And there's a couple of options. So somebody could join and they could just do they could do a 30-day system and add on the BBB, and they could do the 2 shake days, 2 intermittent fast days, 5 shake days, 2 cleanse days, or they could just do the whole thing just with shake days and doing the bedtime belly blaster and not cleanse. So that would be great for people that aren't able to cleanse for whatever reason. Maybe they're pregnant or they're breastfeeding, but they still want to target those problem areas. Now, it's free membership this week. So this is another reason, I'm sorry, it's not free membership. It's free shipping this week for new members, which is up to $50 off. If you're adding this into a package, obviously your shipping costs will be a little higher. So this is the time to start doing some power post. And we're gonna, in the groups, give you a couple of ideas about what those look like. But I wanted to give everyone a tip before you do a power post. Now, when is the best time? Evening is usually the best time for a power post, between 7 and 10 p.m. on Monday, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is not so great. So tonight, create a great power post. Maybe it's a before and after of you, maybe it's someone else, but typically your own photos are going to get the best results. Talking about what are you looking for out of this challenge? Inviting people, hey, anybody that wants to take part, let me know, I'll add you to this private group. And what's exciting about this is before you do that power post, if you want to get some really great engagement, we want to have you do something called spear fishing. Okay, now this is Kelly Dickerhoff's training that she did. But basically what that means is right before the power post, you're going to go, and those people on your list, maybe, you've reached out to them a few times or they've been on your mind, go out and engage with them in Messenger. It doesn't have to be anything about Isogenics. Just go out and engage with them, ask them a question, comment on something, but send them a private Facebook message and do a bunch of these, 30, 40, 50 of them. Just a bunch of people that you have on your heart that you think would love to do this. Again, you don't need to bring it up during it. Right after you shoot them that message, then do your power post. Because you just engaged with their profile, because you just sent them a message, your post is going to show up in their feed. So it's going to be really targeting the people that you want to see that post. And of course, encourage your team members and your downline to do the same thing, because this isn't just about getting, lots of traction for you and your business, but it's really about getting traction for everyone in your business. Now, the last thing that is so exciting about this timing is when you get someone started and they want to join you to do this, ask them, hey, who are 2 friends that would love to do this with you? Super fun for accountability. And it's a great week to create instant consultants. Help them put in an order, help them get whoever wants to start with them ordered as well, and create some consultants. Because this is the last week for our Drive to Director, and that's a $1,500 bonus for anyone that hits Director this week, plus the $100 consultant bonus as well. Okay, so what do you expect in the bedtime group, the BBB groups? Is you're going to see exercises, you're going to see all of the product information, you're going to see lots of daily posts, and it's just a great place to be positive, encourage others. Now, timing on this is it's going to start May 1st, and May 1st is next Tuesday. So ideally, if someone orders by Friday, they should get everything to start with us Tuesday. If they order Saturday, Sunday, they might start a day or 2 late, but that's okay. But it's going to start on May 1st, and it's going to run 30 days, but the first 11 days being the most focused. And make sure you order your products ASAP. If you are already utilizing ISA and you're going to do this challenge, order it tomorrow when it's available, especially because in the past they've ran out of ISA Pro. And we don't want people to run out of ISA Pro. And the dairy shakes right now are unavailable. So you're not going to be able to order those dairy shakes. Any questions? If you have any questions, please drop it in the chat. Any questions? So let's just recap really quickly the important information, all right? So first of all, most important is that starting tomorrow, April 24th, the Bedtime Belly Buster bundle will be available in your back office. Hopefully it will show up under new products. So that's coming tomorrow. Second is the challenge, May 1st through the 30th. That's going to be in a private group. So make sure to get yourself added to that group and make sure to engage people to add in as well. Now, lastly, and we're going to have some prizes. Lastly, who should you be inviting? Who should you be reaching out to outside of just your power post? Number one, obviously, getting people started. That's your power post. Or maybe people that have chatted with you before, but they didn't get started. This is a great time to reach out and invite them to take part in this. Number two is people that are already current product users. This is a great way for them to break a plateau. It's a great way for them to just get some additional results, especially with the bikini beach season coming out soon, or depending on where you live, it might already be happening, or just to up their order baskets. For people that maybe are inactive, it's great to reach out and say, hey, you know what, like, I know you haven't ordered in a while, wanted to invite you to do this with me. It'll be super fun. So inactive, or if they have expired accounts, re-enroll them. This is a great way to re-enroll someone. Now, I believe the package is only like 80 BV, so make sure you're adding a couple of things to that if someone is just ordering the Bedtime Belly Buster package. Maybe add in an extra tub of ISA Pro or everything, or anything, or something, so that you make sure it's above 100 BV, because it doesn't count unless it's 100 BV. Now, the second thing is for the free shipping, it needs to be 150 BV. So if they know that they can save $20, $30, it might be worth adding in some extra product to get that free shipping. And we have a question, 2 questions. Graphics available. Yes, graphics are going to be available. They're available now. I'm going to be adding them into Elevate, and I will toss them into Brittany's group as well. But the graphics are already created. So that's the great thing, is it's really plug and play. And yes, Gabby, absolutely. And here, I'll unmute you. What's your question, dear?
So it was pretty much the same thing. I want to make sure that I have like all the resources I need to make sure I start promoting it in my social media. So I was just wondering the resources and the graphics as well.
Yes, let me actually share my screen really quickly. And let me find, let's see, where I had it. And I know I'm going to be, by the end of the day, have everything in Elevate, and actually, well, in the private group that's going to be off of Elevate. So this is the huge group that Kelly Dickerhoff has. She's got like 11,000 people in it. We're not running it through that. But basically, we're going to take graphics like why leafy greens are helpful. Oops, sorry. We're going to be taking graphics like this. We're going to be taking actual results of people that have done it. So it's exciting when people get in the group, even if they haven't ordered. Maybe you add them in and they haven't ordered, and like 4 or 5 days in, they're like, okay, this is good stuff. So we're going to be showing these before and afters. So we're going to have all kinds of content in there like that, so that when someone starts, they have all kinds of stuff to look through. Now, as far as graphics for, let's see, this is the only like graphic as far as like a generic graphic for social media. So feel free, if you've got Canva or WordSwag or something, to create something that just says, bedtime belly blaster and bedtime belly buster and booty blaster, whichever you want to promote. You might want to promote both. You might want to promote it as one, but feel free to do that. Just saying the start date so that people will engage with you. Does that make sense? Oops. Gabby, does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
So you may want to do a graphic on social media. I mean, I'll create a couple of generic ones. And you could also just do like a power post, like you have a really great, before and after. So you could talk about, hey, got these great results, looking to take it to the next step. I mean, whatever works for you guys' voice on social media, but we will create some graphics if you want something plug and play. And then Paula, you said if someone's doing the 30-day, will they be drinking 3 shakes a day? So it's not a extra shake. So if somebody is doing sorry, doing the 30-day, they would do, let's say, their breakfast shake and their lunch shake or breakfast and dinner or whenever they're doing it. And then at night, that is just 1 scoop of the Isopro, or again, it's about 3 teaspoons or 3 tablespoons of the dairy-free. So the Isopro specifically, for those of you that are not vegan, that is just, I believe, 16 grams of protein. It is not a meal replacement. It's not a full shake. It's just the protein without the sugars, the fats, all the other things that make a meal replacement shake a replacement. And then you're going to add in the greens. So you are getting much less calories. I want to say it's around 80 calories. So it's not a meal replacement. Hopefully that answered that question.
How much water do you add to it?
You know, that's totally depends on your preference. When I'm doing it, like I like mine really thick. And that's one thing you can tell people, listen, if you like a lot of water, that's great. But I actually like to make it like a dessert. And in fact, this is something I'm going to post is I make it like a pudding. So it's super thick. I'll just do a little bit of water, a lot of ice, make it super, super thick. If you're doing, you know, chocolate, like I'm going to do the dairy-free chocolate with some fruits and greens. Might pop 2 or 3 raspberries on top and be like, this is my dessert before I go to bed that helps me burn fat. I mean, that's really an intriguing post. People are like, how do you eat a dessert and it makes you lose weight or whatever? So, you know, play around with it and figure out what works best for you, but there's no perfect thing as far as the amount of water. And we're going to post all this in the group. So when someone gets added in, like the groups, you'll probably be able to add people starting tomorrow or late tonight. There will already be a video that will be in there that will explain the basics. And my computer has 3% left. So I'm going to go ahead and end the call. Is there any other questions? So just things to remember is plan a great power post for either tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. Get engagement from other people in your group. So make sure that you get engagement. It's a great time to post a before and after. It's a great time to ask your team to post their before and afters as well. And then again, the group will be up and running later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. And just make sure that you get added to that so that you can add people as well. All right, everyone, but utilize this, and then also plug in anyone who's even attempting to build or curious about it or who gets started, plug them right back in so that they can get their products paid for ASAP, right? Have a great day.